Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Gold League for World of Tanks. I'm Clutch, joined by Rookhill. And we're almost ready for River of Blood versus Pub Stars. Where are these teams at story-wise between the two? Do any of them have a shot to make it to the finals?
River of Blood has a shot. Pub Stars can make it. It's really thin. They're at 3 points. If they win tonight, they tie with River of Blood for 6. And also, I think they tied for, yeah, they would tie with Game Over, assuming also that Game Over does not win in any of their upcoming matches. There's a chance, because of ties, that they would somehow make it. They'd have to make it into the 4v5 ties, or crossovers, whatever you want to call them. And they could make it to our finals. But River Blood has a stronger chance. If they win tonight, they have, they're
If they win tonight,
close.
that brings them to 4 wins or 3?
It brings them to 3 wins,
Okay.
and they're tied with Googly Boppers as it stands. Also, it's still thin for them to get to the finals. After that, they have to keep fighting. It's just like Season 1 and Season 2. They have to go all the way to the end, fight everything at the end as hard as they can in order to make it.
We have them on the line for the face-off. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Face-off between River of Blood and Pub Stars. Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey.
All right, Captain Blood, I heard last season that you guys didn't want to be in this situation again, where at the end of the season you had to fight your hardest to get there once more.
Yeah. I don't know. You're right. I did not want to be here, and now we just have to, tooth and nail right at the end of the season. So, so be it.
But even harder a fight, Pub Stars. It is possible for you guys to make it. Have you realized that? It is possible.
Everybody is just bad this season. I don't even know. I think you guys should have given us at least a week after the holidays to practice. We came in really cold. It's really not much of an excuse, but I'm going to stick with that.
It sounds like a legit reason. I mean, who can blame you for that one? You guys have to fight it out tonight, see who wins, and that's what's going to judge whether or not we're going to do this. Any words for each other before we start? Because I know you guys just want to get to the fight.
Well, I have to say, it's kind of interesting how we've been swapping players. They've got some old Pub Stars, and we've got an old River of Blood. We got rid of Indy, though. But it's interesting how our teams have traded over the seasons. So I consider them friendly. So I got no trash talk for them.
Captain Blood?
Well, I think people would like me to give away a code. I mean, sorry, Miserable, I hate to waste your time, but is that all right if I give one away?
You have my permission.
Okay. Well, as a reminder, there's our Twitter account, @RiverBlood WOT, and I'm going to roll a 20-sire again for the first 20 correct answers. I'm going to make this one a little harder, though. So here's the tank, and you have to name the tank and the name of these things on the side here in the correct language.
I think I know this one.
Oh.
But I
And look,
I can't very well say it.
And there's men.
And there's ants on there, yeah. Oh, Aaron.
That's right. Oh, we lost on the camera again. Apologize about
Fail.
that. Okay.
Oh, can you still hear me, though, or no?
Yeah, we can still hear you. We saw the tank, but do you have any words for Miserable before we get this started, Captain Blood?
No, good luck, and I was gonna, I have my lamp here. I was gonna pull out, and I just wanted to say I love lamp. but you can't see it anymore.
No, we can't see it. We can't see it. The joke falls flat. All right, Pub Stars, you have the higher seed. Heads or tails on the coin flip?
We're gonna go with tails.
Tails. Okay, let's go and flip the coin in the back. It is tails. So you get to choose a map or defer.
We'll defer.
It will defer. River of Blood, what is your map choice?
We'll go with Ensk.
Ensk for the first map. Spawn location for Pub Stars.
We'll play south.
South side of Ensk, north side for River of Blood. Good luck, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Again, we apologize about that guy's Skype being a little bit finicky right now.
Yeah, it's been doing that for the last 2 days. I don't know what's up.
Come on, Microsoft. You can fix it.
It's all right. Spoon had to update his the other day. That's why I couldn't have him.
Yeah.
Come on, Spoon. Got to keep it updated.
You got to keep the stuff updated. All right, so Ensk's the first map. As Rookhill begins to detail that, I want to remind everybody about the betting system that we have in place. The betting system is simple. All you have to do is follow the chat moderator. He's going to give out the proper syntax. Follow that syntax exactly, and you'll be able to place your bets for the teams. Betting starts after the first coin toss. And the coin toss to the end of betting is 3 minutes. Within that window, you have to place your bets. You can only place your bets once. You can't take your bet back. and you always have 10 points. So if you bet everything, if you bet max and you lose, you will still have 10 points in your account. My gift to you. The winner, the one that has the most points at the end of the season, will take home a Type 59 tank. A tank on the Chinese tech line that is not available in stores at all. Very exclusive, very cool. Ensk, the first battle. What do we have, Ruko?
For Ensk, I'm going to go with what we saw at Riverblood yesterday. If everyone remembers that battle, which was epic, by the way, in hindsight. I went and had to rewatch it today. Just craziness, the fact that Googly Boppers were able to bring that one out. Simply fantastic. Now, we had a push right into the north block area at the beginning of Riverblood. Following that, they would take the courtyard and actually jump up against this wall to the north of, I call it the Gulf 4 courtyard right there. They took that position. It gave them control of the entire F road. Really great by Riverblood to get map control. With that, they also bring up a 5100 right down the 6th line. Now, I expect out of Pubstars them to cover the south block, and from taking the south block, also probably put some pressure on the 6th line. Maybe not putting pressure on the 6th line, which would mean that if Riverblood brings in their strat and there isn't any kind of if they bring in their strat as so, and their opponent is in the south block, we'll probably see them get outflanked, and they'll probably some cap pressure along with a push to the west. I'd expect if they went like that to see a Riverblood win on Ensk.
Number of different possibilities that can happen on the map. We have seen the Cazadores have this intriguing play of sending Kufa all the way to the north when they spawn to the south and locking down the east side. For me on Ensk, the division really just comes between the railroad tracks, and so you can get away with something like that, and he can get back into the fight quicker compared to a map like Abbey, compared to a map even like Steps. So for me, that's why I really like Ensk, is that when any engagement happens, you know you can get to that engagement faster compared to other maps.
Well, Ensk is a very small map relative to a lot of other ones. That's why it is a comfortable map to play. You can be flexible. You can have a medium tank, and its mobility isn't low enough to the point where he's going to have trouble getting into a fight. Light tanks easily getting from one side of the map to the other. That's why we've seen the 1390 before. Also, don't forget 1390 has a great amount of damage in its single clip relative to the T69. There's only about 900, which isn't quite enough to finish off a tank by itself, but that's why I think you labeled it as the finisher.
Yeah, T69 to me is the finisher because its role is to move in and try to finish up tanks that have taken a lot of damage, or even to augment or amplify the damage being done by some of the bigger tanks like an IS-3 or a 5100, and to get into those nooks and corners of a map like Ensk. And the battle is about to begin, so let's do it. Let's jump into battle number 1 of match number 1, River of Blood versus Pubstars on Ensk.
Taking a look at the tanks, I see a 5100 by Doppler, 4 IS-3s on the side of River of Blood. Wow, really strange there. Pubstars, though, will break 2 5100s and 3 IS-3s. Very much common lineups. River of Blood, though, I'm expecting something very aggressive.
Well, they're sacrificing that burst damage for the more armored presence of that IS-3.
Don't forget the alpha clutch.
Exactly, the alpha damage. And I can agree with this type of play because there's so much cover on this map that these IS-3s can maybe, hopefully, lock down one of these 5100s and then fall back out of danger.
And here comes the push. They're already taking control of Echo 2, and so shall the South. Pubstars are getting a proxy spotted by Captain Blood, revealing their movements. I think River Blood's going to be set up for this aggression, though, as Marsh 166 will be the first one to come around the corner.
Doc Golem sees him on the corner shot. Double hit from Rylak and Doc Golem. Marsh 166 down to 677. Fires a shot back to Rylak. He takes a hit, and another one coming out from the other IS-3 behind him. Captain No Pants in the 5100 does not have a clean shot yet. He is surrounded by the IS-3s, and they're going to hold this corner for a while. Zevin's going to push up now to the front. And is River of Blood trying to get around on the side flank? Possibly. But the coverage coming from the railroad tracks as well from one of the heavy tanks. Looking over real quickly.
There's
That's actually Germ.
He is going to try and slip into the backfield. Marsh 166 is going to try and reverse angle for it. 2AP3. He does get the connection, though, and Marsh is down to 38 hit points. I see Germ actually in the 5100 going to the north. Doppler's going to go to cover him, and if Doppler can get off the first shot, he might be able to beat him in a fight. GQ is slipping off to the east.
And Germ is going to hold back and stay behind cover and falling back. Doc Golem trades far with 7. Both are hit for the first time. Savagey has not been hit yet. for the River of Blood line. Captain Blood and GQ still left alive here.
Doppler misses a shot on Germ slightly to the north as Germ's moving in for the flank. Doppler goes for the second shot, does connect. But now Germ is almost into the backfield, almost into a great flanking position. Doc Golem looks to be focusing on him. Germ is now cut out of that fight. And this could prompt some movement, some aggression out of River of Blood. But they are a bit spread with their Tier 8 heavies, those IS-3s. Rylak in the back has taken a little bit too much damage. There's a hit. 2 hits onto Zevin, down to 275.
Zevin fires back. Looks like it did not connect at all. Doc Golem takes a hit to the other side from the tank all the way to the north. That's Germ. Doppler gets the kill in the IS-3, and here comes the push. Savagey poking around the corner. Zevin gets the return fire. And Captain No Pants in the 5100 is still in this bottom section, down the Foxtrot line.
But Rylak is in danger. Germ has found him in the back. Rylak lines up a shot, does connect, but Germ lines it up. 43 hit points for Rylak. He is almost down. And another hit. Oh, tracks him. Hot Frank. Barely not able to finish him off. And now Germ has to escape, reloading. 5100 completely out of the fight, but he will be able to re-enter this fight with a full clip. It's not good if he's able to do that. He's a one-shot, though.
Captain No Pants takes some damage from Captain Blood in the T1 as he focuses on 2 AP3. And now the Doc Golem pushes up against Hot Frock and gets the kill. Savagey in the IS-3 going up against Zevin as Captain Blood fell to Captain No Pants.
And now 2 AP3 is able to put a shot. No Pants blows the shot on 2 AP3.
Captain No Pants left alive down here on the Foxtrot section while Germ is up to the north. There's too much firepower against River Blood for them to deal with right now. Savagey turns the corner. He's going to get a shot on Captain No Pants. He misses. Captain No Pants pushes up against 2 AP3, but 2 AP3 gets a beautiful shot around the corner just in time for the kill. Germ, last one left alive in the 5100 that can do any damage. Still a T1 Yankee. He's all the way to the south in a defensive position. He could try to maybe outrun him, but for 6 minutes and 21 seconds left on the map, it's going to be nigh impossible for that to happen.
He will try and slip down to the south. There is a lot of health point damage, though. He could finish off 3 of these IS-3s with a single shot, except for Savagey. He's found.
Savagey's the first one that is seen, and Rylak is not hit by that shot from Germ. Germ backs up around the corner. Savagey pushes up, gets a hit. It's a bounce against the 5100.
Wow, really hard to bounce on a 5100. Germ's got a lot of potential here with that miss, and unfortunately he is also a one-shot. He's just going to have to wait for a mistake by River of Blood, but looks like they figured it out. Doc Go. Oh, Germ finished.
There's one. One shot went into Germ before that shot, and it was actually a tracking shot, but there's the last hit.
Doc Golem right through the trains.
And the kill. Nice.
Smart play by the new commander of River of Blood.
Yankee will hold back next to the bush. Matter of time before River of Blood pushed to the south and gets a cleanup kill. I really liked the positioning at first of Pubstars, but where they put Germ just did not meet the damage output they needed on that flank. And the other 5100 on the Foxtrot area was his engagements were not going to work against River of Blood because they were too far back between those buildings. I couldn't get those
Yankee is
corner
spotted.
shots.
Savagey's line up. Right through the wall.
River of Blood, battle number 1 goes to them.
Just better played. I like the proxy spotting by, that was Captain Blood himself, going right into the proper corner, and Pubstars just happened to make the right push. River Blood spotted in the perfect position, and they were prepared when those tanks came around the corner. Pubstars, when they had their push discovered, though, I think might have needed to stop it because they took so much damage. The first tank that went around took most of his health in damage, and when your enemy knows your movements, they're going to be able to counter it easy, especially when they've perfectly set up to counter it. Just not working out for Pubstars. They picked an incompatible strat.
It's a bit of a coin flip choosing that corner because we've seen multiple times tanks being drawn to that corner from the north side, 1 or 2, and they're trying to set up that Foxtrot angle around that corner where you have other tanks moving up against that trifecta of those buildings where some of that cover is,
yeah.
Where it opens up and there's another building here and you have to go around that building to get behind one of the sections of the map. And I was fascinated to see if one of these teams would send a tank down that area to either stop it or get ahead of it and to isolate one of those tanks and get the kill. And I thought that's what Pubstars was trying to accomplish. But they had too many tanks in that area and no commitment from River of Blood. They came straight down to that city block, and that's not what happened. Now, if it's a different team and they committed 2 tanks down that one courtyard section close to the statue and they locked them down and got the kills, it could have been a different story for Pubstars, but not the case this time.
We're going to have to see how they take it to the next match, which will be on Mines. Very different map. I'm expecting, though, to see, of course, what we've seen many times before, that incredible fight right at the beginning, right on the hill entrance. Pubstars might shirk away from it, but I don't think River of Blood will. I think River of Blood's going to stay true to the meta and probably just push it. As I see tanks not quite readied up, I see just T1 so far. They're going to go for that.
Looking at side positions, I will be on the north. I will be following Pubstars. It looks like you're spawning to the south.
I get to watch River of Blood. All sorts of fun for me.
It is. It is. It's funny, too, because I keep thinking River of Blood being in red. Same with Simp. Same with Simple Tankers. I think red with that team.
That's the logo. Like, the logo of Simp is red. The logo of River of Blood is red. Pubstars is like a purple star thing.
Purple and black and white.
Yeah. It's Rella showed that to me once, and when it first came out, he's like, "Yeah, this friend of mine made it. She's great." And I was like, "I don't know what it is." It's like, it's a star.
Yeah, it works.
And it's like, "Oh, you're Pubstars."
It works. I get it. It fits.
It's just
looks great on T-shirts.
Probably does look great on T-shirts.
Yeah, well, it fits for me. The jerseys look fine. Well,
wait, did they get you a jersey?
No.
Oh, okay.
River Blood did. They gave me a shirt.
I'm jealous of you for that one.
I know.
And I'm also jealous for Ermiger Krennifer in Season 1 giving Greetorp that Trouble 2 fan club hat.
Yeah. What was that bet that we made? I would wear the River Blood shirt if
that was so long ago.
I made it. Did anybody? We'll have to check the VODs probably.
If they make it this season?
I think it was they made it this season.
If they make it to finals.
Finals again.
Well, go ahead and wear it if they make it to final season. Why wouldn't you wear it?
I don't know. It feels like such a long time ago. It was only 2 weeks ago, but it still feels like a long time ago.
We have a very dense time schedule.
Very dense.
Yes.
It's very dense. All right, here we go. Battle number 2 on Mines. River of Blood versus Pubstars. Let's battle.
Well, maybe River of Blood will be the ones to shirk away from the hill. I'm not sure. Dopper will be mounting the 100 mil on his 5100. Marsh will have a WZ. I mean, if that isn't a tell, I don't know what is. And two
super low tanks.
Could
stop this still. Red Paradise, the one that has the most health at 792.
Savage, you can do this. He just has to appear at the right moment. Cap has begun. One tank on Cap. He's just going to roll up looking for another tank right into bush cover, giving him a nice camo advantage. But I think we've got Marsh 166. Zevin right below him gets that spotting. And Savagey's going to have to back off. Yes, he will. And he's got to meet Zevin, I think, down below. There are 47 seconds left on the Cap. Savagey can draw this out by delaying the Cap or killing them all, I guess. But now with 2 tanks about to get on Cap, he may be able to delay this long enough.
He's going to have to move fast. 28 seconds. Savagey, don't go backwards. Got to go forward, Savagey.
24
that
seconds
just cost
left.
him 3 seconds there. Maybe he's trying to juke the shots coming out of these tanks. WC-132 with the consistent fire, and Red Paradise in the 1390. Both under excellent cover. One from the bush.
One reset is all he needs. It's all he needs to get this win. Will Savagey
8 seconds. Comes around the corner. He's going to try to line up a shot as fast as he can. Takes 2 hits.
He gets the reset.
And there is the reset.
Now he just has to live. Can he do it?
He gets 1 kill.
One
more
hit.
shot, and it's a miss.
Red Paradise.
And that is a draw. Savagey's able to draw it out in a surprising fashion coming out of the 1390. That was close, folks. And that was the best he could have done in that scenario. If he would have gotten the kill, we would have been beyond impressed. But honestly, best tactic, best choice, get the shot and back out. That miss, though.
From Red Paradise?
That miss, yeah, that could have been a complete difference.
Yeah, but it was only one of Red Paradise's 2 misses in that battle. Red Paradise did 2,021 damage in that battle. He carried his team as much as he could for damage, just couldn't deal enough. I mean, you can't expect to make that many solid connections.
You can't have it all.
Yeah.
Can't have it all. Can't have it all.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Next to him, T69, 1,900, making almost every shot. Pubstars looks to be in a pretty good spot today, just barely not able to get the win. It's just River of Blood making it happen today. They didn't even get all that much damage out next to their opponent.
So far.
So far.
Still anybody's game. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, battle number 3 of River of Blood versus the Pubstars for the Gold League of World of Tanks. Stay tuned. Wargaming knows how to party, and it's evident in all the parties they've thrown since World of Tanks has been out. I've been to a couple of them. Amazing. And it's going to be a party when you guys come to the finals in San Francisco. The North American office is really close by, so a lot of Wargaming folks are going to be there. We'll be there, obviously, so we're going to be the commentators. And the players will be there, the top 8 players, and we're all going to have a really good time. So if you're close, come out. If you're not close, tell us how you're going to come there on Twitter at WGLNA. Plane, tank, automobile, how are you going to make it? Locomotive? Be creative. Show us a picture.
Heard of moles burrowing the entire way?
It's possible. There's an underground tunnel network between California and Mexico. But but go ahead and tell us on Twitter, and we'll show the best ones on stream. Jump into the game on Cliff. Battle number 3. It is River of Blood versus Pub Stars. Draw in the last battle here.
Yep. So they've headed up to Cliff. I don't know what that means for a draw, but I don't think we'll see one, as they're going to bring 4 1390s apiece. Pershing for this side of River of Blood. For the side of Pub Stars, a T69. And actually, we're not going to see Rella in that T69. We're going to see Zevin. Rella is absent today.
Intriguing. Multiple 1390s here. I prefer the Pershing as a consistent fire. When you have so much burst and with a couple missed shots of an occasional bounce or something going wrong, I'd rather have the consistent fire to be danger on the field instead of, guess what, we're all reloading.
Yeah, and we see misses all the time on Cliff. People just letting shots go without really aiming, just at the ranges that we have the engagements. People just, whoever gets the first connection, second guy just lets it go and leaves. Hot Frank crossing in the open. Hear shots fired, but don't see any connections.
Marsh 166 is circling the donut along with Hot Frank, trying to get to the north.
Takes a hit. Has to back off. A lot of shots fired so far, no connections quite yet. Red Paradise almost took it from Savagey, but Savagey revealed himself a little bit too much. May do it again, as I do see red tanks in Echo 3, possibly with flank fire.
Still no shots yet after that first little engagement. No damage being done except against Hot Frank. And he gets hit. 888. That fire, where's that coming from?
I think that's oh yeah,
or is it from? I think it's from the Pershing to the north, because that's the only thing that's scouted so far.
There's
another shot fired against Marsh 166 did not connect.
Is Doc Golem still not spotted?
He is spotted. They see him. They see the fire coming from his direction, but they're not trying to return fire yet.
GQ making hits in the MS1.
Wow.
Go, little ninja. Ninja MS1, go.
Marsh 166 tries to fire back. He does. No connection.
Yeah, GQ has found a little happy rock that can hide in MS1.
Oh, he's annoying, these 1390s, that's for sure.
Well, he could crit out some crew members. He could damage modules every hit he puts
I've
out.
noticed that River of Blood sent no tanks to the west.
They don't need to. They've got good spotting on the high ground, and the cap is a very easy target. It's out in the open. There's no real cover. The high ground goes to the east. Why would you put some tanks in the west, they figure? And that's a pretty smart move.
Yeah, those tanks have to actually move from that cover and then assault their flag. And if they have, as you said, tanks hanging back there that can see where they're going, then they don't need to physically be there. They can shoot from far away.
Yeah, Doc Golem can literally turn around and fire at the cap, and that's it. It's really easy to defend. Instead of taking the fight to the west where you could lose, it happens. River Blood has trouble with their T1s. We've seen in the past. So when you just avoid that T1 fight, you put a MS1 out there to deal damage to tanks in the west and spot, you're pretty set. I like this strat. It's a little slow though. They're waiting for a fight to happen. Probably going to go for early damage. Once they can whittle down a few tanks and find something they can jump on and immediately evaporate in the fight, then they'll push. But until then, it's just it's not worth it. It's too risky. If you make a push, you're more likely to just get shut down in that attempt. And I'm seeing, though, some movement. Savagey may go for a little bit of a deep strike going into the backfield, maybe get some damage from cover. And that could prompt a push, but he could easily follow it up with a 1390 or go for some counter-cut pressure himself. Savagey's still not spotted. There's no tanks in the east for this side of Pub Stars. They just haven't decided to defend it. Thought Yankee would be there. Guess not.
No, they're actually pushing up.
Savagey
to the flag. Miserable and Yankee are together as battle buddies in the T1s. They're way behind enemy lines.
No pants spot.
And they can activate the trigger on getting on that flag cap to pull some turrets, to break some turrets to their position. There could be a push coming out of Pub Stars. Possibly the case, because they're getting very close to that flag cap.
And here comes the push, I think. There's some pressure coming out from Pub Stars. Red Paradise is spotted. He takes a hit. Hot Frank and Marsh are getting into the open. Red Paradise is already at 341. T1 Miserable has gone down. No Pants takes fire.
And more shots landing on 2 AP3. Crossfire from Doc Golem into Red Paradise. One shot away and he's going to fall. But Hot Frank and Marsh 166 go for the surround on the Pershing. And the Pershing's going to fall. Doc Golem is taken down. Captain No Pants falls back a little bit as Hot Frank takes a couple damage against River of Blood. The crossfire again. Shots coming out from the T1 and fire from far away. Takes him out. Marsh 166.
In the meantime, Dopper is engaging with No Pants. Takes him down to 155. Dopper backing off. He recognizes Zevin is probably reloaded, and he is. First shot does connect with Doppler as he is backing off. Battle buddies may be somewhere nearby. Rylak is on the way in. Savagey, though, will take a hit. He moves out in the open.
March 166 fell back. He's going down the west side. He's going to try to re-engage with his teammates more to the center. And River of Blood's hanging back in a defensive posture. No, he's circling around.
Oh, Rylak is going in. He doesn't care. And he gets tracked. Yes, he makes the connection, no pants, but he may go down. Zevin. Oh, Zevin's reloading, I think. And Rylak. Is Rylak reloading as well? Rylak decides not to even try and shoot. Doppler, though, will be gun unloading on Zevin.
So is Savagey. 7 is 393 now, 138. He's going to fall. All right, one more shot here.
Doppler barely escapes fire from the 1390 in the north. That's Marsh 166 defending the north cap.
Savagey turning the corner. Doppler maybe reloaded. He is spotted.
I think Rylak will be the next 1390 to be reloaded. Shots go over.
Doppler tried to connect here. 7 fell back just in time. Returns fire against Savagey. Still in the fight.
And that T1 may come to join the fight. I see a T1, Captain Blood, making his way south as 1390 Marsh is trying to escape. Zevin has spotted the T1. T1 Captain Blood takes a little bit of damage from another T1 in Bravo 3. That is Yankee as he crosses in the open. But there's Rylak. He shows up. He blows up. Good to go.
Marsh 166, the last 1390 on the field for Pubstars, is now heading all the way to the south to cover the flag, while Yankee is very close to the flag cap to the north. And this is a full-on commitment, which it looks like it is. They're going to do the hardest to keep them distracted and not go for the flag.
Pubstars predicted that Marsh would come in for a flank from the west, but when he isn't there, they've decided to head back towards the cap. One tank, and now Marsh 166 is going to come from the west, just as River of Blood has given up searching that area. And he may be able to get some free damage. He could take down quite a few tanks with one clip. The Rylak is at 173. We've got other 1390s. We've got Savagey at 670 and Doppler at 180. So two of them are a single shot from death.
Oh, there's Savagey, the first one he sees. Savagey misses the shot. And now he tries to even up the HP value, but Savagey, 186 against 187, 1 HP away. But Rylak sees him from behind, and the Battle Buddy tag shot is able to get him. Yankee, the last tank left alive for Pubstars, behind cover of one of the dead husks. He's seen by Captain Blood way to the east.
And Captain Blood is spotted in return, but there we go. 1390 takes him down. Rylak gets the last kill.
River Blood is up 2-0 in the series so far after that one draw and that win. I liked what Pubstars was trying to do, but River of Blood did not overcommit to stopping the flag cap, and that was very key. You see two T1s, and then you see the aggressive movement of the Tier 8 tanks. They're going to focus on those Tier 8 tanks first. Now, if luck goes in favor of Pubstars, some good rolls on their shots and good damage, that could turn into a mistake of River of Blood, but their spread was so good. And
I think leaving their T1s on the high ground to defend their cap countered out that 2 T1 hit squad that went up the one line. The 2 T1s together can counter out the single one if, a lot of people split them. They'll put one in the west, one in the east, and they'll just get good vision coverage, but they won't cover them very well with tanks. So the thing is, you lose T1s a lot of the time if they just can't win in the T1v T1 fight. It happens. Sometimes you get spotted first when you're trying to be aggressive. Instead, a lot of teams are sending 2 T1s up the one line just to search for the single one left alone, or to find 1 and 2 split up, win that out, and put cap pressure on. Unfortunately, River Blood didn't play into that. They played to their strengths, their T8s, and not their T1s in this example, and they've come out on top. Maybe they can do that again.
And River Blood is one battle away from taking the series. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, battle number 4 of River of Blood versus the Pubstars. Stay tuned. Going back to the Gold League for World of Tanks. Almost time for battle number 4 of River Blood versus Pubstars. River Blood is up 2-0, and possibly the next battle is going to take place on Cliff. A crazy Ivan rule will be in place, I believe. Looking for confirmation real quick in the training room.
In the that's miserable calling Cliff North.
So please describe for us what is the crazy Ivan.
Gladly, the crazy Ivan team that loses on a map may choose to replay that map, but with flipped sides. You saw River of Blood last time was on the north. This time, Pubstars will be playing on the north of Cliff. This is a map they feel like they're strong on. We've seen them beat the Cunninghams, narrowly lose to the Cunninghams in a previous season. They say that was just their mistake doing that, and understandably it was. There was a lot of things that had to come together for Cunninghams to win last time they faced them on Cliff.
One of my favorite moments from Season 2, by the
Well,
way.
one of all of our favorite moments on Cliff.
So funny.
Yeah. But I have high expectations for Pubstars. If they think they can do it, I'm confident. I think Pubstars will come back on this one, probably win Cliff, and maybe take it to another battle where River of Blood, who looks stronger today, probably would win whatever comes next. But my confidence is in Pubstars for this battle. Just my opinion. I just think so. Clutch, are you just disagreeing? Or are you just like, I don't know, Rukiel?
The first thing I'm going to watch, actually, is River of Blood sending tanks on the west or not. If they're going to stick with this same format on the south. Because I felt that was such a boon to them by having those T1s stay behind and not have that typical engagement on that western corridor. Well, let's find out. Let's see for ourselves. Battle number 4 on Cliff between Pubstars and River of Blood.
I like this lineup. Very simple. Keep it simple. 5 1390s for the side of Pubstars. River of Blood doing just about the same thing again. Doc Golem in the T69. Everyone else, 1390s. Roll out. Going to be a fast battle, I think, and I'm expecting a blitz out of those 1390s. All of them somewhere, right up the middle. I don't know.
Following Captain No Pants and Germ. I'm going to head over to Germ first. See where his position is going to lie. All going for the central area. So far, again, no tanks on that western corridor.
2AP3 leads the way for River of Blood by a mile. Everyone else keeps up. But 2AP3 will get to the backside of the hill first, maybe with a really conservative move. No, he's going to go to the hill spotting. And I see a split out of the Pubstars.
And Germ possibly going over the east. It looks like a commitment.
Yankee gets spotted in the T1. Maybe someone might get baited into going for that. I think they're going to sack the T1s to begin the fight, bring those 1390s around from the east, and surround River of Blood, get him in a crossfire. That's the plan out of Pubstars. Very aggressive, and we're going to see a fight right off the bat.
Germ and Hot Frank moving up from the east side.
They're
Who are they going to
spotted.
target first? Doc Golem, 2AP, Doppler. No, they take a hit from Doppler. They're going to continue to push into the cover of the village, but they're taking a lot of fire. Germ takes down the MS-1 first. Hot Frank continues the fire against Doppler in the push from Captain No Pants. They're going to focus on Doppler continually. Hot Frank takes another hit. Hot Frank is now down. Seven takes a couple shots, and he is from further away. He's trying to focus on Rylak. 2AP3 has not taken any damage yet. Shots continuing back and forth. The MS-1 GQ continuing doing fire against Seven, and Seven pulls back a bit while Yankee in the T1 does some shots against Savagey. Marsh 166 still in the frying pan against 2AP3. Is going to be hit by Savagey on the right, but it looks like they're reloading and they're falling back. Marsh 166 going to stay on the trail. These two 1390s like a hound dog, chasing foxes. Savagey and 2AP3 are probably going to be reloaded before Marsh 166, but they're going to continue the chase with Seven right behind him.
Yeah, they are running away. Zevin did great damage from his high ground position. There's still a T1, and as they close on the MS-1 GQ, GQ could make a difference in this fight if he can make enough connections happen. And I think Zevin, yes, there's the reload. Marsh is reloaded. Zevin reloaded. Misses, though, and track shots, giving time for a reload. 2AP3 is now loaded. He puts a shot into Zevin. 281. And 26. There it is. Pubstars will take this battle. Called it. And great aggressive move. We are 7 minutes left in the battle, and already victory for Pubstars.
Well
Great
done.
play.
Well done to Pubstars. And,
With a vengeance.
And Randall, you did call it, but that's a big reason we have the crazy item rule in place, because teams feel they can do a specific strategy on the map, and they want a chance to do it on the side they want to spawn on. GQ, last one left alive in the MS-1. I want to check how much damage he did, actually, before we go to a break here. Nice shot from Seven, a little bit on the run there. Pubstars still showing they have a fight, and they could tie it up, bringing it to a shootout, which is difficult for any team to enter because there's only one victory point for winning a shootout. Jumping over to the
Marsh
MS-1.
166 actually does the most damage for his team. 2,100, very well. Nice even number, too. I like seeing those. Good even number. Gets 12. 10.
GQ in the MS-1 did 9 for 22 shots, damage 426. So that was annoying.
He did more damage than Doc Golem got to get out.
Yeah, that's annoying for an MS-1.
Annoying, that's effective.
No, it's very good, but you can imagine that 1390 up in the hill going, really, MS-1, really? Really? Wow. Ow. It's kind of like when Norm Macdonald talks about a wiener dog strangling you or choking you.
I've not heard that before.
Oh, it's a very funny stand-up.
Can you tell me a little bit about
So
that?
he's laying down, and like the wiener dog's trying to bite his neck, and he's just laughing, going, "What are you gonna do, wiener dog? You can't hurt me."
Well, this little wiener dog of an MS1 could hurt you.
It can.
Tears out your throat, man.
It can. All right, quick commercial break as we come back. Battle number 5. You can believe it. River Blood between Pub Stars. Can River Blood close it out, or can Pub Stars tie it up and take us to a shootout? We'll find out after this quick commercial break. Back to the Gold League for World of Tanks. The next battle will take place on Himmelsdorf, the most popular map when it comes to the Gold League, at least in the American region. And we're almost ready. Tank selection is almost complete. These teams have 90 seconds once the map is chosen. And here we go. It's time for the battle. Battle number 5. Can River of Blood get the 3 points they desperately need, or can Pub Stars bring them to a shootout? Let's find out. Let's battle.
Looking at tanks, this is familiar now from River of Blood. I'm just gonna get used to it. 4 IS-3s and a 5100. That's the River of Blood strat for city maps. Other side, 3 5100s, 2 IS-3s. For Pub Stars, they've decided to bring 1 extra 5100. Remember, Ensk, they brought 3 IS-3s.
It's the steak and potatoes of the 2 IS-3s and the 3 5100s. More steak.
What about radishes?
5100s. Those are the T1s.
Okay.
Radishes. The potatoes are the IS-3s. They're big. They're dense. The meat, you have to, cook it fine, cook it well.
I like
treat
mine
it
rare.
well, like a 5100. Soft. If you don't cook it right, it could hurt you.
A very accurate description, Clutch.
Yeah.
Very apt.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I think I'll go with that.
Mr. Bull in the Radish. I mean, the T1 dodges a shot there from Doc Golem, an IS-3. Another shot. Oh, Pub Stars. They're going down the tank alley.
Wow, wow, wee, wow.
They're
What
going
a
for
push.
the push. Germ takes a big hit to the front in that 5100, though. They're trying to lock down that fire. You want to take out the 5100s first. And they're going to round the corner
Miserable's
here.
leading the way. Doc Golem's not going to waste a shot. Someone else, though, will. And Miserable actually gets tracked. Then he gets taken down by 2 AP3. Those shots could have been used on Zevin, although Doc Golem still has taken no damage.
It's a bit of the corner game for Zevin, Captain No Pants, and Marsh 166.
Germ is coming around on the flank in the 5100. He will, though, meet, I think, 3 tanks. Savagey is out there. We've also got Rylak, and we've got 2 AP3 waiting. I think they might be able to deal with Germ very easily. Although shots fired, connection on Rylak again. Rylak needs to be careful, as Doppler has shown up to the fight. He is just hidden, waiting to engage on No Pants and Germ as they come around the corner on Savagey.
Germ takes a hit to the side, and he tries to get across cover. Does he make it? Yes. But for how long can he live? Oh, shot fired right into the side of the brick. And this continue firefight. 2 AP3 could close this out, though. 44 HP left on Germ. Marsh 166 takes down Rylak. And Hot Frank on the IS-3 on the second surround for the flank down the 3 line.
How is Doc Golem still alive in this fight? He is at 411, still fighting. Zevin may take him down. Doesn't. He is at 7 hit points. Doc Golem going hero mode. Finally goes down, and he may actually block Zevin into a cubby. Barely. He won't, and Zevin is going to be able to get out of that.
Savagey needs to make a decision quick to push up against Germ because Hot Frank is hot on his trail. Shot fired, hits Savagey, but he returns and gets the kill. However, with the reload, the push up from 2 IS-3s on the surround. Hot Frank pushes up. Red base under attack, 41 seconds. And can Savagey keep them occupied long enough? Into brawl mode, he's going to focus on Zevin. Hot Frank trying to block his shots. Savagey using Hot Frank as a shield. And he lines it up. Hot Frank still trying to block him. Savagey falls as Zevin gets that last hit. But 2 AP3 from behind gets the kill. Minute and 13 seconds left as the other Tier 8 moves in to kill the T1.
But another T1 has gotten away. Captain Blood escaped from that fight. And now Hot Frank gets away. Doppler and 2 AP3 are going to continue chasing. Doppler takes a hit from the north. And he's down to 249. That is way downtown. Marsh 166 making those hits crucial. And now Doppler's a single shot from death. Hot Frank is ready, though, and Doppler doesn't need to take a hit. He needs to back off, let 2 AP3 take the hit. Hot Frank knows he has a huge advantage, as also it looks like Marsh 166 will be making his way to join the fight. Shots fired by Hot Frank. 2 AP3 takes the hit, but now here is Doppler. Makes a hit. Second one. Needs these follow-ups. 2. Hot Frank will be loaded soon, though. Marsh 166, though, gets the kill.
2 AP3 from around the corner, but Marsh 166 pushes up against him. Captain Blood 6 minutes and 22 seconds left for him to stay alive. If River of Blood is able to draw it, they would win this series. This is not going to be the case, though. Pub Stars are going to bring them to a shootout. This is a big blow to River of Blood.
It looked so strong for them, but the momentum that they're getting after that cliff battle really propelled them in this one. River of Blood didn't look as unified as they did earlier in this series. Now, Pub Stars getting that momentum, getting the morale back up, are going to be able to get this one. And there they go. They find Captain Blood, and they're just going to smash him just like last time.
Boom, and that's it. We're going to a shootout, folks. River of Blood and Pub Stars are tied up 2-2. Well, Pub Stars pushed down that tank alley. They did a good job around the corner game, and they did a really good job with the flanks outside of the courtyard. I was impressed by the setup. River of Blood continuing the firefight, but I think they were too divided on the tanks they're trying to focus.
Yeah, just that spread along the line there. Just they didn't act ever. They were very reactive the whole time. Didn't get a chance to force anything on Pub Stars. Pub Stars got to dictate the entire fight, how it went.
Well, we're going to the shootout, believe it or not. Our first match of the night. Well, what that means is that they'll line up on Malinovka on the farmland, and they will bring still 7x42. And after the admin says fire, they will have 10 minutes to destroy the other team. At the end of 10 minutes, if we have no winner, no one wins. No one gets victory points, and no team wants that. The setup will take a little while as the admin makes sure that everyone is on the same side, the necessary side they need to be on. There's a specific side of each team that they need to be behind as well. They can't go over a certain side until after the firefight begins. So the setup is going to take a little while, and we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. When we come back after our break, the shootout of River of Blood versus the Pub Stars. You're watching the Gold League for World of Tanks. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Gold League for World of Tanks. Currently not in Malinovka yet. Still waiting for the setup for these different tankers. Where does this bring us overall with points?
Okay, guys.
Hypotheticals, guys. If River of Blood wins, it's 1 league point. Where would that place them?
That gives them 7 points, Clutch, and that puts them in 5th place. In 5th place.
Okay.
That means if Game Over wins at all, just at all, that will make it so River Blood cannot meet us in the finals.
Okay.
Now, if Game Over loses in the remainder of all of their matches, gets no more league points, that means they lose against #RU, and I have to check to see who their other opponent is. Game Over fights River of Blood later on. So, wow. River of Blood is really bringing it to the water. On the 18th, which is, of course, tomorrow, Game Over is scheduled to fight River of Blood. So, if 1 point tonight, then it comes down to tomorrow for both of those teams, because you're looking at Game Over, River of Blood, finding out who goes to the finals.
Okay, so if Game Over wins tonight, they get 1 league point.
Well, Game Over gets 3 league points.
Or excuse me, Fulcrum wins this, they get 1 league point, right? Game Over is, are they facing anyone tonight?
Game Over is facing it's facing #RU tonight.
#RU.
Yeah, if
okay.
they beat #RU, I mean #RU is at the 2nd place, by the way, in our league.
There's a big upset and Game Over wins.
That
tonight.
could give them the chance to actually just make it and not really give much of a chance to River Blood. River Blood would have 7 points if they win the shootout. Then if they win against Game Over, they'll have 10 points. And that will put them actually tied with where Cunningham's is now, but it will put them above Googly Boppers where they are now. So there's still a chance, but a shootout really hurts their chances. They could have done with those 3 points. That would have helped them a lot. But it's not over yet. For a moment, we thought it was over. We're sitting here during the break. Well, they get 1 point. Does that kill their chances? No, not quite yet. River Blood can still make it.
What if they don't win?
If they don't win, then Pub Stars gets 1 point, and Pub Stars is at 4 points. And that's
Pub Stars is not going to make it.
No.
They're not going to make it to the finals. We know this is more of a can River Blood make it.
The only way they could have done it is if they actually won before going to the shootout.
Yeah.
But with the shootout...
Yeah, with the shootout 1 point. It's not going to... They can't do it.
All
is that Artie? Artie's brought. All right, let's see each other tanks, guys. We're in the battle. Again, the setup's going to take a little while because they have to line up on the exact spot. But here we go. Shootout time. Sudden death.
That's...
River Blood versus Pub Stars.
You're right, that is. That's an M4043. Canada promised me this a while
back.
back.
And an F308 on the side of Pub Stars.
Really?
Uh-huh.
So, I guess the first target they're going to go for on either team is to kill the other's Artie. After they kill the other's Artie, then they just hope and pray that they win out in that HE war. Oh man, Artie, first time, guys, actual reasonable Artie picks for the first time on both sides. New meta. But old meta is still there a little bit.
Go ahead and hit M on your keyboard.
Oh,
and
thank
get
you,
rid of
Clutch.
the
I always
map.
forget that.
We're not gonna need the map on this. We're gonna get the full view.
Oh, yeah.
And here's the Artie view here. Now here's how Artie's gonna work. All right, I'm gonna detail it for the guys. He's gonna shoot, and the Artie shot's gonna go up, 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 and then it's gonna come. Well, hold on. It's gonna go way faster.
It's a little, it's a little faster.
So it's gonna arc up and come down. So it's gonna come down and land right on these tanks.
And no, you about overshot it just about right.
Yeah,
that's normal for Artie.
That's what happens. That's what happens.
Your shots just go wherever they want to.
So that's why you can see Artie, and I'm detailing this because you hardly see Artie used anymore in 7x42 right now. But that's just how Artie's going to behave. So that's why these Arties are going to be way in the back. They don't have to shoot straight on. They have an arced fire.
This M4043 is going to eat YAG-88s. There's 3 of them. Oh. It's just going to have a delicious...
M4043 is an American artillery. Tier 8? Or no, what tier is it?
Yeah, it's Tier 8.
Yeah, Tier 8, okay.
Yeah. Tier 8 American. Whereas the FV304 is not much smaller. Although, wait, did they bring enough points? I don't think the FV304 is Tier 8.
Look at all these tank destroyers.
I don't think it's Tier 8.
So looking real quick, it's 3 Yak Tiger 88s, an IS-3, an FV304, and 2 medium ones on the side of Pubstars.
I'm going to have to ask him why they brought this FV304.
That's so many tank destroyers.
It's tiny, I get it, but I feel like it'll just die to the tiniest, to the splash of this M4043. You can just hit anywhere within the, I don't know, square mile of it.
Yeah.
Just going to kill it. M43's a good tank, though.
We're simply waiting for the admin to call fire, and that's when we'll see the firefight happen, folks.
Soon TM. I like the M4043. This is a tank we used to use in Clan Wars a lot, just because of its fire rate, and it was, the arc on it is comparable to that of the T92. It just didn't hit quite as hard, but it still hit harder than a lot of tanks like the 261 generally, and it was almost that of the GWE. Also, we had some just awesome tankers who could really do
And
this.
here we go. We just got the call that it's starting, and boom! Shots fired on all sides!
M4043 goes down immediately. Down goes Doc Golem, and that is huge. Now they will have an FV304. He doesn't even get to get a shot off. Great shots. Goes right over the shoulder of this YAG-88.
That was huge. Firefight. Doc Golem down. FV304 waiting to line up another shot. He does. That does about 113 damage there. Another big shot on the IS-3 across the way. Hot Frank is low. And the other medium one falls. You're going to use his medium ones as cover. The smoke is going to continue to billow between these tanks. It's going to be harder to see each other to pinpoint those shots. But that's part of the reason why they bring those MS-1s to the front, or those medium ones to the front.
Rylak is getting messed up. He's at 25 hit points. Doppler and Savage are just going to push. And now Rylak is at 1 hit point. And there he goes. YAG-88 HE taking him down. More shots going as they close the distance. They need to close this distance in order to get this. Shots go right over Savage though. And there goes another tier 8. Pubstars looks to be winning this shootout in style. Those YAG-88s messing up tanks. Doppler's not going to be able to take this on. Savage is getting messed up. Down to 990. These YAG-88s every single time HE just pens a little bit. And they're putting them all onto the top of that turret. Look at them. Just look at those shots. Right in a line.
And still pushing across the map are Doppler and Savagey, but Han Frank's going to go out to meet him. Savagey takes a big hit, but so does Han Frank. And there he goes. Savagey, Han Frank gets returned fire, and Doppler, the last one left alive here.
Oh, Miserable killed Hot Frank. It's like, no, you cannot have him. Now with Doppler left alive, I don't know what they're going to do.
Well, can't really do much. It's so much firepower moving their way.
Yeah, now they're just going to come out in the open. The FV is actually down to 18 hit points. Surprising. Marsh comes around, gets the flank. Track shot on the move. Beautiful shot by Marsh 166. Gets the ram even.
And this is going to be a 1-point victory for the Pubstars here.
Denying River of Blood from making it to the finals. They're crushing dreams tonight, guys.
That's right. And one more shot for Doppler to fall at 88 hit points. And there it goes. Pubstars able to win this series, taking 1 victory point. And River of Blood is in an even tougher position to make it to the top 8.
They have to beat Game Over, and Game Over has to lose to #RU tonight in order for River of Blood to make it to our finals. Game Over, they will be the one at the end of the night. In order for them to make it to the finals, they have to beat #RU. And or beat
River of Blood tomorrow.
Yeah.
So River of Blood again in a must-win scenario.
Yes.
And if that scenario happens in favor of River of Blood, they're still in 5th place.
They go up to 5th place, and they might tie with Googly Boppers.
They go up to 5th place, possibly tie Googly Boppers, possibly play a tiebreaker, and then play the 4th place team of the Alpha Division in the playoffs in order to make it to Season 3 finals in San Francisco.
That is so tough. This is just like Season 1 and 2 for them all over again.
Uphill battles continue for River Blood, but they've showed it twice.
Yeah.
Can they do it a 3rd time? Unfortunately, Pub Stars, because it's only 1 league point, I believe there's pretty much no chance for them to make it.
That's it. Pub Stars doesn't play tomorrow. They're done.
Yep.
That is their season.
Well, thank you, Pub Stars, for the season, and we wish you the best of luck for you and your team moving on into Season 4. And that does it for that series, ladies and gentlemen. Time to take a quick commercial break. We come back. Cunningham's versus the Cazadores in match number 2 of the night. Stay tuned. You're watching the Gold League for World War.